Welcome back to the channel, modelers. We're going to have a look at this Classic Airframes English Electric Canberra B2 in 1/48 scale. Let's have a look. Okay, so here we go. This is obviously Classic Airframes English Electric Canberra. This is the B2 variant. You know, you can see the box is second hand. Right, that there, I've just thrown that in. Ignore that for a minute. So that's it. That's quite elderly. So let's debag it and have a look. In time-honoured fashion, we'll go with the rather basic instructions. A little bit of a write-up about the Canberra. It's not much really. According to Scalemates, this kit came out in 2006, which is all right because that's the year it was, I believe, finished its RAF service. And according to this, well, we can have a look at this online, or you know, it was had its origins in 44. There you go. Look at that. Look. And it came in the very early 50s. So 51. There you go. 101 Squadron in 1951. Amazing. Anyway, so relatively low part count. It's around about 40 plastic parts. But we get, because it's Classic Airframes, we do get some rather lovely, what looks like some resin pieces, which makes up for the rather small part count. So basically, it's even telling you here, look, so the nose is a separate piece to the fuselage, and it's telling us here just to get that on there first, which is probably which is what you'd probably do anyway. Make sure that join there is bob on, and then you've really got the centre seam to worry about. Black cockpit looks really nice looking at this. We can have a look at the resin in a minute. You know, British aircraft, early Cold War, are all black. So it's a shame if that detail is good. It's a shame because you ain't going to see it. And the Canberra is notorious that you don't see a lot out of it, or even into it anyway. So cockpit just gets thrown in together like that. That looks pretty straightforward. Nose weight, don't forget the nose weight. But obviously it's, well, that's it. Chuck the fuselage together. Looking at this. Looks like we've got some rods for the wings. The wings go on there, look, you see, and then it looks like we've got resin undercarriage bay. Wings go together. Tailplane on, undercarriage. That's it. 13 easy parts for you, Classic Airframes fans. We'll see about that. The markings, obviously it's all in black and white. This is we've got that one there, which is medium sea grey and light slate grey with the RAF PRU blue underneath. The Suez markings on this one is black and white. I'll need to just look at that, see if that's right or not. Possibly it might well be. Then the other option is a rather pretty silver one with it says here mixed cream, yellow and black stripes. That's obviously Suez again. Or we have a American one, which is unusual. Quite a nice scheme. It would be nice to look at, but it would be pretty grim to spray up all that black. Cameras have got some large surface areas, and that would be pretty dull. So I think we'll discount that one. It might well be that one there. Even I have done this scheme before, but we'll talk about that later on. while we're on all the paperwork, we'll have a look at the decals. The decals, if we can get them all into shots, quite a few of them. Nice big decals. Look at the size of these bad boys. Okay, stars and bars, 2 different colours. Probably don't need to worry about that because I won't be doing them. So just pop that over there. Although actually they do look quite nice, quite shiny, but they look alright. They do. Again, stars and bars, probably don't need to worry about. They've got some stencil data, but quite a bit of carrier film. I don't know where that's picking up. Can you pick that up? It's picking that up on the loads of carrier film on that. So again, that's something to maybe trim back and have a look at. Roundels. See now these, and we've got the walkway stencils, 4 different colours. Now these are printed by microscale, as you can see that there. But these are obviously 2006 vintage. Whether they'd be okay, we just don't know. I think we'll have a go at using them. I'm not holding my breath, which is why I might dip into these. Now we've had these quite a little while. I want to get them out. We've all seen extra decals before, so we might dip into them for stencils, perhaps. We'll see how we get on with that. I mean, it's going to be a long way away. If we have to go and buy some extra decals at the you know, when we come to it, you know, so be it. But we'll go with what we've got. All right, so I've just thrown these, debagged these, and thrown these onto the bench. Highly polished, as you can see. That, look at that. I'm even thinking that might need toning back a little bit, with some like abrasive on that. Crumbs. Not a lot to see here other than these really, really, really fine panel lines. Look at that, how fine they are. I hope you can see that. Now this is the first time I've seen this kit, like you have possibly. That is some fine panel lines. Wow, look at that. So here we've got wings and things. Now that is which is the way around. Right around there you go. That is, now that is some wing. That's my hand. I haven't got massive hands, but even so, again, restrained pan lines. Probably it's a little bit rough, but it's been in that bag for, you know, since 2006, rattling around from you don't know where it's been. How many shows it's been flogged onto, but it probably just wants a bit of a clean up. It's a little bit rough in places, but again, shiny, and extremely fine panel lines. Now whether we've probably just got to go easy. There's some tail plane as well. Wow, look how fine that is. Now engine nacelles there, I believe. Again, nicely detailed. They're all the same. Now whether we've got to be careful with primer on this, I think. A big scratch there, look. I need to sort that out. A big thick dollop of Steimeros, you might start losing these a little bit, so we'll have to be careful. But as you can see, the size of the wings, they're, you know, huge. You know, that's one, you can't even fit it in the shot. Look, that's some big aircraft, isn't it? Yeah, nicely done, Classic Airframes. And then that is it. And this is the final plastic sprue. Oh, not hanging off. So there's the nose with the door. Obviously, the door's separate. There's not a lot inside, as you can see. I don't really want to pull that off. Ribbon detail, yeah, I guess it's going to be a resin cockpit in there. There's the door for it. I mean, we could tot on it with something. bulkhead for the cockpit. You probably won't see that, but it's there. The instrument panel, I think we've got, as I say, it's resin, so I don't need to worry about it. Gear bay doors internally, there is something on there, not a lot, but it's so big, you're never going to worry about it. I ain't worried about that at all. Gear legs, well, I've got one gear leg there, look, one bit of gear. Nice chunk out of it, see that? Nice. They look quite thick, and obviously they look quite chunky. That's the braces for the wings. I can only assume it's going to be man enough to take it all. Maybe I'll have to have a look online, see if I can find any metal ones, but I bet there ain't any. But yeah, any money there ain't. A bit more engine to sell. Again, still the same that same shiny plastic, beautiful panel lines. They go right to the end. Probably doesn't matter because obviously there's going to be quite a bit of sanding that wants to be done on this. Wingtip tanks look okay. Now then, this bag of nonsense is all that resin. Where have we got a pair? Oh, there's a knife there. There's probably nearly as much resin part-wise as there is plastic. Let's pour it all out. See what we've got. See what bits we've got left over. Oh, this is what you get with Classic Airframes kits. The plastic is generally a bit meh, although the panel lines tend to be okay. But what you do get is lots and lots of this stuff. This resin. I'm starting to really like Classic Airframes because they produced really good subjects. Let's get them all out and we can all see them. We'll pick them up one by one and then we can have a look. Okay, so unfortunately, obviously, as we know, they are no more, which is a real shame. Somebody, I've got a feeling, Special Hobby got a load of the moulds. Is that right? Somebody can tell me in the comments. Now, why they're sitting on them, or whoever has got the moulds, if they still, why they're sitting on them and not re-releasing them, Gould only knows. Now that is, let's just move that over there. Now that is some fine, fine resin. Let's have a look at a seat. We can see that there. My scabby old hands. That is a lovely bang seat. Now, isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Beautiful. Let's have a look at the wheel wells. Look at that. That is lush. What detail in there. How nice that is. A shame you're not going to see it, but even so. Which have we got now? It's a bit of cockpit. Look at that. Come on, lads. Come on. Don't you love it? Don't you love that? Instrument panel. Beautiful instrument panel. 2006. Bit more, look. So nice. The oddest, the worst bit would be getting them off the blocks. What shall we look at now? Wheels. That's some fine wheels there. Look at that. Let's take a wash. Lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. No tyre marks, tyre maker marks, which you wouldn't think there would be, but look at that. Exhausts. Yeah, there is some detail down there, but look at that. That's beautiful. Front wheels with the mud guards already moulded in. Whether that's a good idea or not, we don't know, because obviously they need to be painted. But look at this, gents, ladies, boys and girls. Control yoke. What that is there. Control yoke. That might be a pitot tube. There is some bits that you can get aftermarket that's still available. I'm looking at, but whether it's worth it. One of them is the a brass pitot tube, B.2 tube, but that's nice as well. And fan blades, lovely. Whether it be actually worth it or not, I don't know. So that is all the resin you get, and how delightful is that? And finally, we've got some the glazing, and let's just cut this into here and then see what this is like. Now, this has been battering around for years as well, although it is obviously not separate. Excuse me, gents. Just talk amongst yourselves for a little minute while I try and get into here. God, that's annoying, isn't it? This is why I like to debag before I start yakking, because you don't want to hear that. Right. Okay. Whether you can see that, my thumb. Beautifully clear. No lensing effect. It's a bit thick. It probably could do with a polish, because it's not, I mean, it's not crystal, but it's probably better than most you'd get nowadays, considering the shape of that. That's really nice. I was considering getting a resin, the Mastercast, to do a resin replacement. I don't think there's any point. And the pitot tube goes in here on this, on the B2. I don't know whether it's worth getting it or not. Be tiny, wouldn't it? But again, they're a great, that's a lovely, that's nice and clear. Don't use this one, I'm using this one, nice and clear, beautiful. As are the windows. Obviously they're flat, they'll be fine, nothing wrong with them. And these as well, they're absolutely fine as well. The wingtip lenses are pretty shoddy actually, but I don't worry about that. I can sort my own out. Well, so there you go. I think we'll go back to me and we'll have a bit of a debrief. So I'll catch you in a sec. Well, there you go. Released in 2006, and a classic airframe. Looks really good for a very small part count. It should go together okay. I've done a couple of. I've actually built a Canberra before up here somewhere. The Airfix one. Actually, I think this came out around about the same sort of time. I've got to say, you'll probably fit the bloody Canberra in the panel lines of that one. Very refined lines. Now, classic airframes, sometimes they can go together okay, and sometimes they naturally can't. This would be my third classic airframes kit. So the Seahawk went together okay. The Blenheim, not quite so okay, but turned out all right. This is going to be a big build for me, this is, so I'm really looking forward to it. Now, whether it's going to be a full build, watch me building it, or whether it's more of like a report, this is what I've done thing, I don't know yet. Let me know, tell me what you think, if you want to. It'll be either one of them two, and we're going to start it relatively soon. Make a nice change to build a jet as well, because it's all been props this year, pretty much. So yeah, so it looks okay. I'm hopefully it won't give me too much of a problem with it being a small part count. It should go together relatively, or come together relatively quickly. The cockpit, unfortunately, that beautiful resin, you ain't going to see much, if anything. Even though the glazing, the bubble canopy is quite big. And it doesn't look as if it's that distorted either. So you see something, but because it's black, you're not going to really see loads of it. Certainly going to be Musketeer Suez type. Whether we go, if I can get the airframe, if I can get the plastic good enough, then we might even go with the silver one with the yellow and black stripes, would be quite attractive. If not, more likely it's going to be it's going to be the camouflage one. I'll probably use Mr. Paint again, like I did the last time on the Airfix one. I think, and the decals need to possibly think about the decals, whether they they'll make it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll link this video to any build videos, so we can tie it all together. When am I starting it? Don't know. I've got to think about the Battle of Britain group build that's running on British Aviation. That finishes on the 31st of October. I'm just about to finish. Well, I say just about to just coming toward past halfway through my second kit, and I've got to do another one. So whether I can get that as well as that, we'll have to just wait and see. Because obviously, work gets in the way or life gets in the way, doesn't it? But I do fancy it. I fancy it quite a lot. I've been after this kit for such a long time as well, and gifted to me by Jason and Paddy. So thanks, guys. It's a fantastic thing. So look out for this. It might be. I might drop it sooner than you think. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. I'm now going to need to stop waffling, and I'll let you carry on with the rest of your evening, or your morning, or your afternoon, and happy modelling, and I will see you around. Okay, guys, see you later.